Starting out this video with a rogue one. Looks like a yellow jacket or something. I hate wasps. You know, they're fine, but I don't like them in my space. So I'm going to have to dispatch him and then we can start this video. The deed is done. And just like, look at this stinger. His stinger is like literally out. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yeah, he's done. Now we can start the video. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel for a new video. Now that the wasp saga is done, we are continuing work on the roll bar. So the roll bar is already installed, everything is bolted down and tight and everything like that, but something that we need to address is the back area here. So you can see, obviously it's all metal, it's ugly. If the body was black, it would probably just look a little bit better, but faded paint and it's just not, it's not good. It's not working for me. So I picked up this big roll of carpeting. And it's not like super cheap stuff, but it feels a little felty. And it matches the floor mats and the rest of the carpeting pretty well. That was the one thing. So when I was ordering carpet, all the pictures were just kind of bad. And this one, at least in the photos, looked the closest, but it feels nice and it doesn't feel super cheap. It's actually fairly thick, which is good. So we are going to be laying this down and cutting and draping it over the back parcel area. The other package that I got with this is a bunch of sound deadening material. This is kilmat. If you're interested in this, the link will be down in the description, as well as the carpeting. It'll be Amazon affiliate link, so if you do pick it up, it helps out the channel and no extra cost to you. But yeah, this is really nice stuff. It's got adhesive backing, so it'll be stuck down there. And I'm just going to basically cover all the areas that I can within reason, and that way it'll really help out with the sound deadening. And I might throw some in the trunk as well. If you really want to do it right, we would be putting it underneath all the carpets here and all that. But I might have some left over, we'll see. And one other thing I added was I ordered more of the rubber trim, put it all around it, and it looks way better, way cleaner. You can't tell the cuts were there. It molds along the sides where the edges are very nicely. This is the same rubber stuff that I use on the hood vents, and it's lasted quite a while. It's shrunk a little bit, but it's not as bad as the stock stuff that came with the hood vents. So in case you were curious, here's what the Miata looks like. This is stuff for sale. We're also working on the bikini top. I don't know if I said it or not, but I'm gonna try to do a bikini top. I've already started disassembling all of the front part of the soft top. So this will be a fun project, but that will come in the future days. I think it's gonna take me a long time, but what we're doing today is this. So we're just gonna sit back, relax, throw some music on, and yeah, just set the camera up and get started. Also, if you are curious about what I listen to when I work on cars, it's the Weather Channel soundtrack. Songs featured on the Weather Channel from 1982 through 1990s, and it's just, as you'd imagine, all that stuff that would play on the Weather Channel radars. It's just relaxing. Rear sound deadening all in. It's not perfect. There's a lot of different curves and things like that, so kind of had to deal with that, but I took reference photos of where every single wire was. So if I need to do something in the future, I mean, the wires have been underneath there for, 11 years already. It's really bright. You can see the camera like changes its settings. But yeah, so it's in, and now we're gonna lay the carpet. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do for the carpet is I'm going to split it up into two pieces, a back half behind these two bars, and then a front half behind these two bars. That way, I won't have a bunch of cuts all over in one big sheet, and I'll be able to get it as close as possible to the right shape and everything. So I'm thinking I'll be able to mount the carpeting to these little tabs right here. This is where the plastic bolts in. So it will end right here. But then I think there's a couple bolts underneath this tray right here that I can do another piece of carpet to, and it'll be tucked up underneath, and that will just flow down. So that's the plan, at least. I'm gonna get to measuring and just kind of concentrate because it might take me a bit. And then once I'm close to getting it in the car, I'll break the camera back out. Here's where we're at with the carpeting. The little plastic tabs are holding it in place right now. I don't have the trim over it, but I just kind of laid it and cut where I saw excess, but I also made sure that I was pushing it all down because I don't really want to have any wrinkles in it if we can avoid that. But so far so good. I think what I'm going to do next is tighten it up, and then I'm going to go underneath and I'll be able to trace out where the roll bar ends to cut a little circle, so then we can lay it all flat. At least that's the plan. I've never done this before, and I'm just kind of going into this blind, but look, it looks like we got half a soft top again. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm gonna just keep focusing and checking in when I have an update. All right, some good progress here. So I've cut a strip right here, and I'm planning on making a like perfectly square strip to go right up this and do like a Velcro or a glue of some sort. And then this is the only crease I got in it. I know it looks like there's one right there, but it's really just kind of the camera, the light, you know, makes the fabric look a little different, but it was a lot more trimming than I expected. And obviously down here, we're gonna trim this up because I'm gonna do that second little layer, which will be probably a lot easier, to be honest, but I'm gonna get to work on that side, just replicating kind of what I did here. And I think we'll be good. I'm liking the way this looks, pretty excited, so stay tuned. I was able to kind of match a crease over on this side to match this one, and I just did a little dabs of like blacks. I just did little dabs of the black hot glue. It's like super sticky stuff, but it's just enough to kind of hold it in place, and you can rip it apart if you need to. But otherwise, this is all like nice and flat, and this came out really, really good. I'm so excited that this worked. So yeah, over here, and then like I said, there's gonna be a black strip that runs down to just make it look neat and make the lines straighter. But that is awesome. I'm so stoked on this. So next step, I'm going to cut out the shape of the strip right here that's gonna go up into those corners over there and right here, which should be fairly easy to do. And then I think we're just gonna keep chipping away at it, and then I'm gonna lay the carpeting down to cut it to shape so it goes, you know, over here and covers the actual carpet. I do need to get the little seatbelt guides off. Not sure what I'll do with those. I might mount them outside of the carpet, maybe. We'll see. I'll let you know what I do. So for right now, the plan is, for the back carpet, I've taken the black plastic that goes behind the seats with the cubbies, and I have set it on the carpet, and basically what I'm gonna do is trace it out along here. That will tell me how much material I need to cut away that fits into the center there. So these parts of the carpet underneath will fold down behind the seats, and then I'll just trace out this edge, but I'm leaving all of this area, like this strip right here, because this is what's gonna go up the sides on the parts that I didn't get right there. So I'm thinking this will work. I'll at least have a starting point, and then we can trim from there. But that is what that's what we're gonna be putting right here. As you can see, it'll go up the sides. That's the plan at least, but we shall see. Both sides have the carpet shaped to the bottom, cut around the seatbelt guides and things like that. I'll need to do a little bit of gluing just to tidy things up, and I don't want them to separate and start flopping all over the place. So I've also got the gas door pull in. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. I like that. And yeah, this side was challenging because I put the driver's seat back in. I should have left the driver's seat out, but it's good. It's all down there, tightened up and everything. So my next step is going to be to take this excess carpet, and it's going to be pretty tough to cut down a line, but I'm going to cut down a line so it goes straight across, and then we will begin shaping this top part to fit up around the inside of this. Here we've got our line cut. It's as straight as I could get it, and it's not too bad. Pretty happy with that. We are going to do the little strip across the middle, and now that all the carpet's in, you can tell even less that that little strip is there. I mean, obviously you can still see it, but it's not as bad as I once thought it was. So this is coming out really well. I am super stoked on this. A few more trimming pieces to do here. I'm gonna bolt in the carpet, see if I can't do something for this area. This is the little spot I was talking about. I don't want this to like flop around, so I'm gonna try to do a little glue right there. Get this good right there. Yeah, so super awesome. I'll check in once I've got more trimming done, and this is just tedious work, guys. I mean, you wouldn't want to watch a time lapse of this. It's very slow. Been out here for a couple hours now, so, but it's paying off. All right, guys, I think we're done. So I got all the carpet in. It's all glued where it needs to be glued. So it looks pretty good, I think. Like, I'm pretty happy with it, especially since it's my first time ever doing something like this. And I put the plastic back in, and I like that I did that. So I'm just gonna turn you around and show you the final product here. Looking awesome. There's just, you know, some little creases here and there, but nothing you can't just kind of massage out. But it's never gonna be perfect. By the time the wind starts hitting this thing, it's gonna probably flop a little bit, but it is secured down. Everything is good around the edges, here and here. I'm loving this. I'm super glad I did this. Really, really nice. It is with the seat back and the doors closed. Really happy with it. I'm glad I can finish this and move on to the next project now. This has taken me a long time, from the roll bar to the carpeting. It's taken a really long time, so I'm glad to be done with it. Learned something new. Would do things differently, of course, if I did it a second time. Hopefully I don't have to do that for a while. But that's it. We're done. Super awesome. I'm really stoked on this. Let me know what you guys think. If you have carpet in the rear, I saw a couple reference photos of other carpeting and they used one piece. I chose to do two. My roll bar was different from theirs, so it is what it is. I'm happy with the way mine is. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's late. I've just been like doing this and going to do other things like my day-to-day, and just, you know, spending every amount of time that I can. I think total in the roll bar and the carpeting, I've got to be close to 20 hours. So really long time, lots of work, but I don't think I'm gonna have to do anything big like this for a while. So really excited. Once I go drive the car and everything, you'll know if I, you know, need to grind down that bolt or anything like that. But we need to get the engine sorted first with a valve cover gasket, and then we'll be good to go. If you are new to the channel, be sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below. I'll see you in the next one.